guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be showing you how I do this beautiful wintry frostbite makeup. Are you guys having a Christmas mood already? Because I do, and I'm gonna be honest with you, if I didn't help myself get in this mood, I wouldn't have it right now. It's been really a long time since I got this Christmas mood, just because it's right in the air and just because it's winter. I guess everyone knows what's happening right now in my country. I had many health issues this year and I lost many people lately. So it's been kind of tough for me to feel this magic in there just because it's winter. But I am not the person who will just give up and accept the fate if I don't like the final result. I'm gonna try to do my best to get to the point where I like everything. And this is why I help myself get in this mood. So you know, those little things like making myself some glühwein or wearing some cozy warm sweater, hot chocolate with marshmallows, you know, all of those things, they can help you to get this magical wintry Christmas mood. And also for me personally, using some comfortable wintry Christmas perfumes like winter warm perfumes helps a lot. And I personally believe that there is no such thing as bad season. Every single season is beautiful and it has its own beauty to it. You just have to open yourself, just let yourself enjoy the beauty of the season. I am more of a summer person. I like hot, warm weather. I like beach. But I also don't think that winter is a bad season. It has some magic to it too, like any other season. You know that sea waves look really beautiful in winter season too, but this beauty is just different from the summer. In summer, it's more of a playful and happy kind of vibe, and in winter, it's more like a powerful and mysterious vibe. And it's beautiful too, it's just different. The only thing I'm gonna say today is you should let yourself enjoy the nature and the power of every single day in your life. Just enjoy it. Let yourself enjoy it. And today I'm gonna be kind of increasing my Christmas mood with this Frostbite Snowy makeup. As always, I already did my skincare, my skin prep, so you please never skip skin prep too, because it's so important to prepare your skin before applying makeup. If you want your skin to look flawless and beautiful, doesn't matter if your makeup is gonna be matte or glowy, never skip skin prep step. I have a little bit of a red skin around my eyes right now because I use some prescribed eye drops right now. Basically, I have to use it for a month and I'm on week 1 right now. And this is the reason why my under eye and my eyelids are super red. I just have some eyesight problems and I need to fix it, and it's gonna be fine in a month. I think I'm gonna be starting with the eyes today, and the first product that I'm gonna be using it's a P. Louise eyeshadow base in a shade Rumor Zero. I just squeeze it into the palette, into the mirror, but I use it as a palette because there is no product anymore. This is a white base because today's makeup is going to be pretty white. So I decided to use this makeup base to this eyeshadow base to make this eye look as white and snowy as it could get. I'm pressing, dabbing the product into the skin. I'm not pulling it, I just dab it. I'm also applying the base on the whole inner corner. If you want the light shades of the eyeshadow to look more pigmented, never skip the eye primer step. I have many colorful eye primers, so when I want to do some bright eye makeup, I usually take some eye primer that matches the color with my eye makeup that I'm gonna be doing, and it really helps a lot. You see, I am even putting the eye primer here on the inner corner under my eye. Now I will repeat the same process on this eye and I'll be right back. So I just did the left eye and let's move to the eyeshadow. I'm gonna be using P. Louise Custom Pro palette and I'm gonna take the white shade. It's white matte shade, and while the eyeshadow base is still wet, I'm kind of setting it with this powder eyeshadow. And as you can see, eyeshadow looks really bright right now, just because we have this beautiful and strong primer underneath, and it really helps a lot. You don't really need that much of eyeshadow to get this pigment. You just need the right base, because I honestly truly love this P. Louise palette with all my heart. I really love P. Louise brand overall. It's one of my favorite brands in makeup overall. But this white is not this pigmented as I want it to be, but it's not a problem because I have P. Louise eyeshadow white base, so it's not a problem. Of course, any eyeshadow base works good, like neutral eyeshadow base that will be the same color as your skin or a little bit lighter, it works too. But if you want extremely bright results, extremely pigmented results, the best eyeshadow base is the same color or similar color to the makeup that you're gonna be applying, to the eyeshadow color that you're gonna be applying, or white base, because white base really works pretty well for this purpose. So the colors will stand out really good. I'm setting every single millimeter of the base with the white eyeshadow. Yeah, like this. So the white part is done. Now I'm gonna add ColourPop BFF Cream Gel Liner in white shade. It's called Exit. And a bit on the inner corner, like this. Now I'm gonna blend the bottom lid with a P. Louise 127 brush. I kind of like smooth it out a little bit, I don't blend it too much. Now I'm gonna put the same eyeliner but in shade Swerve. This is a black color. I'm gonna be using Dior Backstage Eye Palette in a shade Cool Neutrals. I'm using this shade on the outer corner right here. I'm gonna grab a little bit of the darkest shade in the palette and I'm adding in a little bit of a depth with this color to my outer corner, to my eye. This palette is not super pigmented, but it's pretty buildable, so it's really comfortable to use. It blends really well. You know, I don't like to add just a lot of pigment right with just the first touch. I like to build the pigment to get the perfect result, like to get to the point where I will love it the most without being too extra, too dramatic. Now I'm gonna be using the same shade on my bottom lid, on the outer corner. I'm adding a little bit more of a depth to the top lid on the outer corner. Now I'm gonna add Queen Cosmetics eyeshadow. This is a single eyeshadow to the inner corners. Honestly, I do not really remember the name of the eyeshadow, but as always, I will link everything below this video in the caption, so you can find every single direct link to everything I used today. And I'm adding it on the inner corners, like so. and on the bottom inner corner too. From the inner corner to the center of the lid. Now I'm gonna be using Kyma Cosmetics glitter base. It's like a glitter slash pigment base. You can use it with both. I'm gonna apply it on the inner corners with a flat brush right here. Now I'm using the Kyma Cosmetics Diamond Loose Pigment. There's like silver, blue, and purple sparkles to it. And I'm topping it with this sparkle here. This is so beautiful. I love this pigment so much. I would be really happy if you could see it. And now I'm gonna be adding Slay Fire glitter on top. It's like confetti glitter. I'll just add it with a finger. I just had to check that I still record because it would be really not so good if I didn't. Now I'm gonna be using Focallure highlighter in the shade The Ice Planet. It's Star Crush Stretchy Highlighter. This is such a beautiful cream to powder highlighter. I'm going to just add it under my brow. That's it with the eyes. I don't want to add any eyeliner on the outer corner. I just want to leave it like this. And let's move to the lashes. I'm gonna be using Grande Primer. It's Premascara liner and thickener. I think that's the only mascara primer Grande Lash have. I'm just focusing on the outer corner of my eye. I'm just adding the No Panda Eyes mascara from Catrice. It's Glam and Doll mascara. It's a really nice one and a pretty cheap one. I think I bought it for $5 or $6, maybe even less. Could be even $4. And the eyelashes are there, finally. And I'm moving the wand to the outer corner and on the bottom lashes too, but again only on the outer corner. Now I'm gonna be using MAC eyebrow styler in Strut. First of all, I'm gonna brush out my eyebrows. And then I want to fill the tail. When I added the color to my eyebrows, I'm brushing it out again. And my eyebrows are done. I forgot to add the lip plumper in the beginning of the video, so I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna be using Hippie Fable Redefining Lip Care Chili and Ginger Lip Plumper. This is honestly the strongest lip plumper I have ever tried in my life. Just remember what my lips look like right now, and we will compare them at the end of this video. It's super spicy. I mean, I feel the tingling already, and it's been like 10 seconds. I'm gonna add some false lashes. This is the kind of eyelashes I'm gonna be using right now. I'm gonna just take one and cut it in half. I'm using the Duo Brush On Adhesive with Vitamins. When I'm talking, a little bit of the balm managed to go on my tongue, and it's super spicy. It's like I'm eating chili right now. I'm letting the eyelash glue to get a little bit tacky. So I just added false lashes to the both eyes, and I'm blending them with my natural lashes using mascara, the same one that I used before. Basically the eye and eyebrows makeup is done, so let's move to the face makeup. I can already see that my lips got much bigger than they were before. I'm gonna be using Marshmallow Primer from NYX. Now I'm gonna be using Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I like to squeeze foundation on the back of my hand and then spread it with my finger, because it kind of feels more comfortable for me and I feel like I have more control in the application. Like this color is a bit light for me now, even though it's winter, but my skin tone changed a little bit, even though I didn't use any self tanner for a pretty long time. Actually, my skin got a bit darker than it usually was, because I used to use this foundation shade all the time and it was just the right shade, but it's not a big deal. We're gonna fix it all with a bronzer and everything else. It's gonna be just fine. Now I'm going to blend it a little bit better using Beauty Blender. It's not actually a beauty blender. It's just a sponge that I got on Amazon in a huge pack of beauty blenders, and I gotta tell you, it's really good, even though it's cheap. So I will link it in the caption so you can get it too if you don't want to spend a lot of money on the original beauty blender. Because honestly, I've tried them all. I've tried the black ones, the colorful ones, the changing colors ones, but they're not that much different from regular ones from Amazon. This one works just fine. So it did its job so well. Now I'm going in with Fenty Beauty cream bronzer. It's cream bronzer in a shade 01 Amber. I'm gonna apply it with a P. Louise 684 brush. Now I'm going to add P. Louise, the Cheek of It Lolly Dolly liquid blush. I have many shades of this blush and I removed every single sponge from them. I feel like it's not getting messy when I remove it, because when I use it with a sponge it gets really messy. Like every single packaging that comes with a sponge like this, it gets so messy. Charlotte Tilbury, P. Louise, doesn't matter which brand, it gets the same messy. So when I have this kind of packaging in the products, I just remove the sponge and it doesn't get messy. And I'm gonna blend it a little bit. Same on this side. And I'm gonna add just a tiny bit on the tip of my nose to get my cold, frosty look. Now I'm going in with Ethereal Light concealer from Too Faced in a shade Sugar. Add it right under my eyes. I'm almost out of this concealer, and let me tell you, this is one of my favorite concealers ever. My under eye doesn't feel dry after using this. It's really super moisturizing and glowy, and it looks really beautiful. Now I want to add a little bit more white eyeshadow here, like so. Now I'm going to mix the Makeup Revolution highlighter and Rare Beauty highlighter. This is Enlighten highlighter and the shade of the Revolution Beauty highlighter, I don't really remember. I will just put it in the caption. I am going to mix them together. I'm gonna mix them together and add them on my cheekbone. Now I want to set my face with Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set Setting Spray. And now let's finally set the under eye. I'm gonna be using Huda Beauty in the shade Sugar Cookie, I think, loose powder. Yeah, it's Sugar Cookie. It doesn't just set the makeup on place, it really blurs. It blurs so well. I look photoshopped in real life when I use this powder. I decided not just set my under eye, I decided to kind of apply it all over my face. I don't really apply it on top of the contouring and blush highlighter because I'm gonna set it with a powder highlighter and powder blush. Now I'm going in with blush from LA Girl in a shade Just Because, and honestly it's already broken, but never mind. This is more of a contouring shade than blush. I mean, it really does look like contouring. And with this contouring powder I'm going to set the cream contour. I love to set the contour, blush and highlighter with the powder product, but not with a powder, but with powder contour, powder blush, powder highlighter, powder bronzer. So it just gets more pigmented, more prominent this way, and I really love it. It kind of gets more dramatic. And the powder usually smooths everything out. That's not what I want here. I want drama. Now I'm gonna set my blush with Kylie Jenner pressed blush in a shade Winter Kissed. This is such a beautiful pink shade. I'm gonna apply it with P. Louise 648 brush just on top of the blush, of the cream blush that I already applied, right on my cheekbone. And I'm adding a little bit on the tip of my nose again. And finally, highlighter. I'm gonna be mixing two highlighters right now. I'm gonna add Focolor the Ice Planet highlighter that I was using under my eyebrow. Right now, I want to add this one on my cheekbone. And on top of it, I'm gonna be using Fenty Beauty How Many Carats Diamond Bump highlighter. On the tip of my nose, a tiny bit, like, and on the bridge here, right between my eyebrows. The setting spray again. This makeup is kind of heavy and I want everything to stay in place, so that's why I'm using setting spray, then setting powder, and then setting spray again. Maybe I will use setting powder again. I'm gonna use the setting powder again. Everything that can crease, basically, I just set it with powder again. Look at my lips. They're gonna explode right now. This lip plumper is super spicy. My lips are literally like... they've never been juicier than now. Okay, maybe only when I get swollen in the morning after the salty, like, pickles night cravings. But yeah, this plumper is the most powerful one. I just removed the plumper and my lips are still burning. I'm gonna be using P. Louise lip liner in a shade Crush. And now I'm going to kinda blend it out. And now I'm gonna add the Go-Go Benefit Tint. They have many shades and this one is bright pink. I think it's just perfect for this kind of makeup look. And I'm gonna finish the lip makeup with Queen Cosmetics Astral Projection lip gloss. This is super shiny. This is extremely shiny. This is literal glitter, literal diamond inside of the lip gloss tube. It's really super beautiful and super pigmented. Just watch. This is super shiny, okay? Super shiny. And this is what this makeup looks like with an iPhone camera. Super shiny. So, makeup is done, and let's move to the perfume part. So, if we're starting the fragrance talking from the very beginning, actually I love to build the good base for the fragrance before actually applying the fragrance. What I mean by that, today's fragrance, today's perfume choice is gonna be super vanilla, super gourmand, spicy, warm fragrance. And to prepare my skin for this perfume, I was using the vanilla shower oil in the shower. Then I was using the vanilla scrub in the shower. When I got out of the shower, I applied the vanilla body juice all over my body. On top of the body juice, I applied the vanilla body lotion, and then I applied these two body mists all over my body too. Today I chose the most Christmas-like body mists. It's Bath & Body Works Christmas Cookies and Victoria's Secret Frost Melt. It has fresh mint and chocolate notes to it. And these two in combo together, they smell gorgeous, amazing. I basically call it everything vanilla shower. Usually I do it every morning, but when I'm about to use some kind of different perfume, different fragrance like floral or fresh, just something different, I switch the skin preparation products. I use the shower gel, body mists, body lotions and everything else that will match the vibe better. So if I'm gonna be using fresh perfume, I'm gonna use some fresh fragranced body product. It always depends on the perfume that I'm gonna be using and on my mood. If it's vanilla gourmand fragrance, I prefer to treat myself with everything vanilla. It's not always the same vanilla products. I have many favorite products that contain vanilla fragrance in it, like almond or pistachio vanilla or floral vanilla, creamy vanilla, and more others. So basically every fragrance in my collection has its own skin preparation technique, products and everything. I know that many people don't do that at all. They just apply fragrance straight onto the skin and that's it. But I just enjoy fragrances. I collect them and I'm kind of crazy about them. So it's fine for me. And every single time my mood and my inner feeling really depends on the fragrance of the day. And of course, skin prep helps the perfume to last longer and sometimes even to project better. I also noticed more compliments from other people when I use the perfume after skin prep than without it. So skin prep is good for everything, not just for makeup. Never skip skin prep. I don't use body mists every single time. Sometimes I just want to wear the perfume on its own without mixing it with anything else. So when this happens, I just take a shower with some neutral or fragrance-free shower gel. Then I moisturize my skin with some fragrance-free lotion or with a lotion that comes in combo, like in pair with your perfume, like when you have Delina perfume and Delina body lotion, this kind of thing. But if you don't have the paired body lotion to your perfume, you can always use some little trick. Just squeeze some body lotion or body oil into your palm and just spritz the perfume in it. Mix it together and boom, you have a fragrance lotion, paired perfumed lotion to your fragrance. And now when my skin is ready for the perfume, I'm gonna finish this look with this beautiful December vanilla fragrance. And believe me, the smell of this one, it's just as beautiful as the packaging of it. This perfume is from the brand Paris Corner, by far one of my favorite Arabic perfume brands. They really have never disappointed me. Every single time I try something from this brand, I fall in love with the fragrance immediately. This is amazing brand. If you have never tried it, I truly suggest you to do so. On my skin, this perfume performs really well. It lasts so long on my skin and on my hair and on my clothes, and the projection, the sillage is really so impressive. It's super strong. I honestly feel the vanilla the most, but it's not like birthday cake vanilla. It's more of a bougie vanilla, sexy, seductive vanilla kind of smell. It's a bougie vanilla with spices and patchouli. It's super seductive. She's confident and dark. And at the same time, I think it's because of the creme brulee note. It feels so fluffy, like creamy hot milk with burnt sugar on top, if it makes sense. It really reminds me so much of Kayali Sugared Patchouli fragrance, but I loved it so much, so I ran out of it pretty fast. I think this one is pretty similar. I think it's like 80% similar to Kayali one, so if you're in a budget and you want to get the Kayali one but you don't have the money for it, go get this one. I think you will love it. On my skin, I compared them side by side and I felt really not that much of a difference. Really like 20% maximum. For the best projection and sillage, I will always create some scent bubble around me, and I'm gonna show you how I do it. I'm gonna tell you on which places of your body you can apply the perfume for the best performance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I do around 10-11 spritzes on my body, all over my body. Sometimes I also like to apply the fragrance on the back of my knees, on ankles, between my thighs and down the calves. Sometimes it can be belly button, lower back right under the waist. Oh, and also sometimes I love to apply it on top of my head, like above my head. So the spritzer is here and I'm applying it not on top of my hair but just above, and I let the perfume kind of gently fall on top of my head. And also I really love to apply the perfume on my chest, like here or right on the place where the heart is, because our heart is the hot spot. When you apply the perfume here, you get the most of it because this is the place where you have the blood circulation for your perfume. How many spritzes I do and on which exact places, it only depends on the strength of the perfume. If it's strong enough, I will not use that much, but if it's not so strong, I will honestly use a lot, like a lot, because I want that projection, I want that sillage, I want the scent trail, the fragrance trail behind me when I walk. And of course it depends on the occasion, because if I just go to the gym, I will not apply as much perfume as I apply when I go on a date, and the fragrance itself can change too, because I will not wear the same fragrance on a date and in the gym. Usually when I go to the gym, it's something more fresh and more comfortable, not just for me, but for people around me too. Also, you can use a little trick for your hair too. So if you want to apply perfume on your hair, if you want this fragrance on your hair too, but you don't want to apply the perfume on your hair because it contains alcohol in it and you don't have the hair perfume, hair fragrance, you can just use this little trick. Just go take your perfume, spritz a little bit into your palm, wait a little bit of a time for alcohol to evaporate, and when the alcohol evaporated, you only have the oils in your palm and you just rub it between your hands. You're just applying it like hair oil. You also can, by the way, use hair oil or hair leave-in products in this technique, just like with the body lotion that I mentioned before. So this is it, and thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was interesting for you, and if you learned something new from this video today, I just want you to know that I am so happy about it. I just love learning new things myself by my own, and I truly adore sharing all the things I know with you guys. You guys, as always, have a wonderful one. Take care of yourself, and happy holidays. See you later. With love, your Foxy. Bye bye.